What is up? It's your boy Isaac here at Sweet Dreams Music. Pleasure to be here first and foremost. Thank you to Jay Filio for giving me this opportunity. I'm super excited to just get to work, make people's music dreams come true and that sort of deal. I've been recording since I was 14. I'm 22 now, so yeah, just excited to really get into it. The biggest difference between the artist and the engineer is mostly just the place you sit. You know, the artist is the person singing into the microphone while the engineer is the person looking at the screen. But for the most part, I feel that the roles kind of become the same because the engineer is the guy in charge of, hey, let's make this sound as good as possible. Let's do what we can to make this work, and let's make sure that it's a cohesive thing. While the artist is also thinking about, hey, let's make this a cohesive thing. Let's get it to sound good. They both have the same overall goal. The engineer is the guy with the technical know-how of how do we make this actually sound good with the equipment and the tools that we got in front of us. Weird textural things that an artist might say, like make it sound blue or make it sound like we're underwater, just random kind of keywords like that. I, as an artist, have kind of felt that way before and had to figure out now, like engineering myself, and then when others have asked me, like, what is that actually and what tools do I need to reach for to make that happen? So overall, like kind of similar deals. I just have the tools to make it happen. I know what to actually reach for rather than just going down a list of 50 plugins and turning knobs until it works. I know how to actually achieve the end result. Like I've recorded in garages in the middle of summer in Arizona. I've recorded in Indiana in basements in the middle of, like, you know, sub-zero winters and all that. So like I've literally done it all as far as recording. And because of that, it's just kind of like, you know, have all of the necessary experience to kind of just make something happen no matter where we are. Like I said, we could literally be in a car, and if you have an idea, I could probably figure it out as long as I have a microphone and an interface. So you immediately hear when you go into a studio, the speakers are high quality. The microphone, as soon as you talk into it, it sounds like you're talking into your own ears because of how high quality it is. And not to say that you can't get similar results at home. However, in a studio, it's pretty much like an A to B kind of jump. You talk into the mic, it's already there. It's set up in a super treated high-end room, and it's going through thousands and thousands of dollars worth of equipment to get you that ample result without you having to put 3 EQs on it because you ran out of bands the first time. I still know him as Mr. Matthews, but his name's Adrian. He graduated from CRAST, which is the Conservatory of Recording Arts and Sciences. Big school, pretty much one of the top ones in the whole world for recording and whatnot. So like I said, he started the program at my high school, and like there's this one time where I came on a weekend to help him record I believe it was drums. We were doing like a mic shootout on some drums, and then we were gonna have a band come in, and like I was setting something up and I was having troubles with it, and he basically just took the mic stand and just leaned it on the wall, but it was still just aiming perfectly where it needed to. And he was just like, if it works, just do it. Like, I know I taught you X, Y, and Z. It was literally the same thing I just said earlier. He all of a sudden was just like, hey man, like this is an actual working environment. These people are going to be paying money to come in here, and we have like 15 minutes until they get here. Like, you know, tape that to the wall if you need to and make it look discreet. Right. And just do it if it needs to be done, and because we need to do it, we need to get it done. And it immediately just rewired the entire way I looked at things. And it was just like, okay, like if I really need to set that mic on the floor, I'm going to pick my most durable mic that also sounds good on the floor right there, and I'm going to just do it if it needs to be done. And yeah, that's probably the biggest thing that stuck with me, was the immediate, like, okay, like this guy, even though he has the, you know, that $100,000 studio here, he's not afraid to put a mic on the floor if it really needs to be done. He's not afraid to just, let's just throw this mic in the closet to see how it sounds on the end recording, and if it sounds cool, we'll blend it in, and just stuff like that. It was like an automatic, just like, wow, that's and you can kind of apply that to life in general. So it kind of just stuck with me everywhere of like, you know, this spot, because it's locally owned and ran, and there's so much stake. Like, I'm not personally from Fort Wayne, but pretty much everyone else in the studio space is. And if we're not from Fort Wayne, we've all just kind of tapped into the community and all just have that same wish of seeing everything grow. So it's a bunch of like-minded people here who, for the foreseeable future, we'll be doing everything possible to make Fort Wayne grow as much as we can on our end. We're small, but we're a large power when we work together, you know? My name is Isaac, Iszac. Come check out Sweet Dreams Music. I'm engineering here, so come book a session, come check out all the gear, and yeah, sweet dreams, you know, let's make it happen.